Order! Order! Today is the first Parliament meeting for our new President, Scott Drake. This is Scott Drake's first appearance here at the Red House to discuss with the other party leaders about the plans of the future of the RSE to bounce back from what happened in the previous year in 2020. So, have your questions right now, please, to discuss with Scott Drake right now in this very room. So, stand up, please. The leader of the Stop Trump campaign, Joe Biden. Thank you, Your Honour. Well, let me discuss to the new president of the RSV of respect, and this is new to him as he's the new RSV president. What are we going to do with the healthcare plan in this nation? Our stakes in the healthcare plan was low since 2015, and it's gone worse every once a year to fund the healthcare on people who go to hospital, who get ill, and all of a suddenly die. What can we do differently to really help our healthcare plan bounce even more better as it is right now? And I know you're new, so I'm not going to really criticise you one bit. Obviously, it's got to take time. But what's your plans about the healthcare plan as you are the new president of this nation? Please, Mr. Thank you, the other party leader, about healthcare plan. Let me discuss what my plans are in the healthcare plan. I realise and I know since before I ran for the presidency, our party does believe in the healthcare plan in terms of raising the funds and make it even 10 times better in hospitals across the country. We will make sure we have that. We'll make sure that we put everything in place with the healthcare plan in this very year. And we've got a package to send to the Republican Health Service that we are going to make sure we do things perfectly well in terms of A&E treatments, funding for surgeries, funding for things that people need. Because more people have died in hospitals in those time of the 5 years, and we can improve on things when I'm in charge. We can improve on cures of diseases. We want to try and fund the cures of cancer, cures of viruses and illnesses, and that's what we're going to try and do this year. The 5 years beforehand, we all know that it's been a failure in this nation about the healthcare plan. But we will make sure that we put it in place. And I know that Connor King was the RSV president at the time when the fundings dropped. But we didn't know how bad it was until now, as you discussed it with us. And we will make sure that we rise the funds in the RHS and give them the most quality of need on patients who go into intensive care and also in any other medical needs. Thank you there, Mr. President. Now let's go now to the leader of the policy party, Drew Gulak. Mr. President, what things are you going to put in place in the policies in the RSV? We want to discuss about the migration I want to talk about right now on behalf of the Republican person who writing to me about the immigration policy. What can we have that can tackle the illegal immigrations to come to this nation illegally? Have we got that in place in your new presidency? Because we need to make sure we control our borders. We've got borders with France, Portugal, Spain, and also from the coast from England and the UK. What can we do to stop those people coming in illegally? We need to discuss this, Scott Drake, because that is a policy that should be toughened, because we can't really afford and allow to have loads of people in this nation trying to steal things, trying to find a house, trying to do things they shouldn't be doing, and even drugs as well, even more. What can we do to stop that? What can we do to tackle it because it's nice if we can know right now your plan on the immigration. Yes, our plans on the immigration policy. We will make sure we put things in place in the immigration, illegal migrants coming in illegally. We will put things in place when we are the president. We know that Donald Trump wasn't a saint and we all didn't like what he did in this nation. But the best thing he did is to close the borders and not let people come in who shouldn't be here. And that will still continue. But we got to be more tougher, like what Trump did, maybe. But we've got to be even more tougher in terms of making it fair. That's what we need to do. Not make it like directly abuse them, not directly abuse them and kill them, like what Trump would have done last year. We will do things a bit differently by giving them a fine and they'll be sent over, respectively, back to their homeland if they come here illegally. And that's what we're going to be doing when I'm the RSV president. We're going to do things more differently. We're going to do things that we can actually control and respect. We have to have that because we need to deal with our borders, deal with can we have a relationship with the countries around our borders or outside our borders, let's say. Because if more people come over, you're right, we need to stop that, but do it in a respective way, a respective manner, and we might get things solved in that direction instead of actually abusing them and chucking them out just like that. That's what I believe is right as the RSV president, because we don't tolerate discrimination in this nation. Let's go back to the leader of the Stop Trump campaign right now, Joe Biden, to discuss question to Scott Drake. Mr. President, we want to discuss about what can we do in the next 5 more years' time to make sure we have the economic growth stronger than ever. Because in 2018, in 2019, in 2020, our stock rate was low. But what can we do differently to improve our economic growth in 4 years down the line, Mr. President? Our economic growth is something that we really need to focus on. Because we've dropped relationships with countries that we had friendships with them for the last 20 or 23 years. We had problems on having the European Union and many other nations being against what we had to do in that circumstances we faced against Russia. To build back our relationships and build back our growth as an economic nation, we need to do that. We need to build our economic nation. We need to build it and make it as it was before. We know since 2018, 2019 was bad, even a lot worse than when Trump was obviously president. But our aim as well, also, as we are a national party, will make sure that we have our economic growth grow. Maybe not 4 years, maybe I might go for 2 years from now on. But we got to play a part and make sure we can do things perfectly well on now until these 2 more years' time. 4 years, our plan by then is to try and have the relationships already been done with the nations we had fallen out with due to the Trump regime. Now, let's go now to the leader of the policy party with our last question here today in the Red House, Mr. Goulart. Thank you, Your Honour. Mr. President, what can we do now to build back our relationship with Russia? Since last year we had this problem with the Trump regime dictating us, picking on us to make sure we fight against our future allies. What can we do now to start building bridges with the Russian government about what happened last year and what happened in the Trump regime? Can we solve that maybe by this year or next year or the year after that? Mr. Gulak, I think it's more appropriate if we start building bridges with the other nations starting from this year. I believe that we got to give it time and give it more time to have a relationship with the Russian government about what can we do as a nation to build back together. It's going to take time due to what happened and what Trump, how he upset the Russian government, how he upset them quite a lot, and what happened in that story last year. I think it's too early to say my plans on against having that relationship with Vladimir Putin and the Russian government. I think the plan is we have to have a relationship with the other countries we lost through the years. Relationship with Spain, relationship with a big trade deal with the UK, also France, also many other nations except for Russia for now on. But you never say never. We will try and see if we can solve things between Russia and also our Republican government. So that will be our plan when I'm the president for now until whenever I actually lose the election next time around. But the plan is that I will make sure that I do everything what it takes in my power in the future, perhaps, to have that relationship with Russia and build back as a good trading deal with them. So, yes, I'm not going to rule that out, but I think it's too early to say. Order! This is the end of the Parliament speech here today, and you all can be dismissed in the Parliament of Law, and we'll be back shortly on what can we do differently as Scott Drake's our new president. You all can be dismissed. Hello and welcome to RSW here today for episode 4 here today, and let's get this match underway between Batista and Demon Kane for the RSW Championship right here, right now. And let's get this match underway right now between those two wrestlers. The following contest is scheduled for one fall numberjack match, and it's for the RSW Championship. On his way down to the ring, here he is, the Animal Batista, the challenger for Demon Kane's RSW Championship. And he's got a match with Demon Kane right here, right now, here on RSW. I can't wait for this matchup. This will be very, very interesting indeed. This will be between him and also, of course, his opponent in the ring right here, right now, Demon Kane. So this is it, Batista and Demon Kane. This will be some special matchup right here, right now, between these two gentlemen. And here comes Demon Kane, coming down to the ring, the challenger, the RSW champion, Demon Kane, on his way down to the ring. Let's see what he can bring, Brimfire and Brimstone. Here he is, Demon Kane. This man is the beast. Introduced on our left, weighing in at 323 pounds, Demon Kane. Introduced in our right, weighing in at 299 pounds, Batista. This is for the RSW Championship, baby. And let's get this match underway. Demon Kane versus Batista for the RSW Championship. This will be some special matchup between these two. And now Kane right here, and Batista trying to tussle each other here. And now Batista now clotheslines Demon Kane out of the ring here. And he rolls him out of the ring and clotheslines him. And oh my god, now it's a lumberjack match, we all know. The rest of Brock Lesnar and Rey Mysterio throwing him back into the ring here. It is a lumberjack match, so anything can happen. And oh my god, now here he is. Here is Batista right now, going to do something to Demon Kane. What's he going to do? Oh my god! Batista! Batista bomb! Batista bomb! 1, 2, 3. Here's your winner and new RSW champion, the Animal Batista. And that's going to be that here today. Congratulations to Batista from myself, Comic Guy, and the Doctor. We'll see you guys next week on RSW. Goodbye. Surprise, fam! We want our house back, Dermot. Ha ha ha. You ain't gonna get this house from me for what you did to me not paying the bills and paying your rent in this house. Oi, get off of me, you're choking me, it's illegal, you can't do that to me. Give us our house back, or otherwise you've got two options, Dermot. Number one, fam, if you give us our house right now. Two, if you refuse to not give us this house, was actually ours, by the way, then we will kill you, fam. You've got two options. And don't start going on to the feds and actually grassing us up, because if you do that, you won't even survive, fam. So, what's it gonna be? One or two, or we kill you? Okay, fine. You can have the house, and I won't call the police on you. I'm leaving. And I promise you, I will not call the police on you, please. I will go and I won't call them, okay? Peace, peace, peace. Good. I'll go, okay? It's your house, yours. I hope he don't start snitching on us again. Don't worry, fam. We made sure that won't happen, fam. Let's go in the house, shall we? King Low, today your team, of course, are playing against the mighty Real Madrid here at the Ada Stadium here today. What can you do in this matchup as you're playing against a team here on the round of 16? How tough will it be today to take on the mighty Giants from Spain? Yeah, it's important. Real Madrid are a very good team, one of the best teams of the whole of Europe, one of the best teams of the whole of Europe. And yeah, we know that we have to be on our game today. Real Madrid are a very good team. I know Real Madrid very, very well in my years as a manager and other clubs I've been to. So yeah, I know them. I know what they're capable of. I know how good they are and their traditions as well. But we want to try and make history in these two legs and try to end up beating the Spanish Giants in these two legs of the Champions League. But yeah, we got the home game in the first leg is today, and we want to try to give it our all, because the Champions League is one of the best competitions in the world, as you probably might know. So yeah, we have to show a lot of the strength and the desire to win. And yeah, it's something we want to try and get into. And we want to win today. We want to try to do everything we can to be strong and be aggressive. But that's what we've got to do. Be more at that, be up front throughout the whole game. And yeah, if we do that, then there's a chance of winning, of course. Absolutely there, King Low. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
Excitement in the Amsterdam air as we get ready for a big night of football at the arena in this great city. My name is Derek Ray, and with me is my commentary partner Lee Dixon, and we've got Champions League group stage action to bring you tonight. It's Ajax taking on Chelsea.
Yeah, the long road to the final starts here in game one. Always think that if you win your home games and don't lose your away games, you've got a good chance of progressing.
Well, there's so much competition for honours just in England, Lee, but despite that, Chelsea always target the Champions League when they're in the competition.
Well, yeah, past winners, and whenever I think of Chelsea in the Champions League, I always think of drama, the games against Bayern and famously as well against Barcelona. John Terry missing penalties, etc. Always something happens when Chelsea are playing the Champions League.
Yeah, Chelsea fans of a recent vintage have been spoiled a bit in this competition. Well, here is the lineup for the hosts today. Would you call it 4-5-1, Lee?
Yeah, I really like this formation, Derek. 4-2-3-1, really. The two central midfield players supplying support to a three ahead of them, and then a lone striker with a number 10 just behind him.
And a look at the Chelsea starting 11. Thibaut Courtois, the Belgian, will be in goal. And the main striker today is the Argentinian Gonzalo Higuain. It's the opening match day. Champions League group stage, match day 1, underway. Kenneth Vermeer. De Jong. Well, I think it's fair to say, Lee, when you talk about teams that could win the UEFA Champions League, Chelsea have to be in that conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. They've forced themselves onto that platform now, and quite rightly so, and they're a team really, really difficult to beat, and they produce such exciting football at times as well, Derek.
Given away by Ajax. Here is Willian. And he's got the beating of his opponent. Well, it might still work out for them. Into the goalkeeper's grateful grasp at the second time. Poor goal kick. Now, will they be punished? Excellent refereeing. Advantage in operation. Torgan Hazard. Others in the vicinity. And Dries Mertens. On the ball, Torgan Hazard. Well, he was just a fraction offside then.
That's all he needs to be, a fraction, and it was so close.
Well, we know how much of a nuisance he can be to opposing players, but what should we anticipate seeing from him tonight, Lee?
Well, virtually everything. Quick feet, quick mind, sees the pass before anybody else. So difficult to stop a player like that.
Is he going to punish them here? Mertens. It's with Gonzalo Higuain. Bertrand. Over the touchline for a throw-in. It's with Ødegaard. Mazraoui with it. Carrying a genuine threat here. It is a fruitful forward run. Can they put it away? The cross is on. And caught with ease. No real threat from the cross. It's with Gonzalo Higuain. Mertens. And now Ryan Bertrand. Oh, a fine block. It's with Ødegaard. Mazraoui here. Well, possession ceded. Strong play here on the shielding front. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. Alejandro Gomez. Mertens here. Alejandro Gomez. On the ball, Azpilicueta. Dusan Tadic. Bodies forward, and the break looks on. Vilhena. Let's see what he has in store for them. This attack looks... Oh, this might pay dividends. Well, not quite. Gomez. So a throw in to Chelsea. And now Ryan Bertrand. Mertens. Higuain. can he do here? Betwixt and between. Well, is he going to give them the advantage? The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Well, you might say he'll be happy with some aspects of his performance so far, but not every aspect, Lee.
Well, it's not been a great first half of football as far as he's concerned. He seemed a little bit sluggish to me, Derek. Easy for the back line to pick him up. Needs more movement.
So they get the ball rolling in the second half. Even Steven here. So little to choose between the sides. This is Loftus-Cheek. Torgan Hazard. And on the ball, Botteguin. It's with Ødegaard. They're showing a real commitment to passing the ball forward. But now, let's see what comes next. Here is Willian. This is Loftus-Cheek. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Controlled play by Higuain. And oh, a chance to fire them ahead here. Clattered away. And now Willian coming into it. Just wanted to get it out of there. Ginter. On the ball, Azpilicueta. Courtois. And we're inside the final 30 minutes. Anahan, promising looking ball. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. An incisive pass. Higuain! The goal seemed to be at his mercy, but defenders don't always have to touch the ball to have an influence.
No, it's that pressure that comes from the defender that makes him hurry his shot. Close.
They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Now Serrero. De Jong. Frankie de Jong. Labiad. Dusan Tadic. Vilhena. And showing fine vision. And a powerful effort, but just lacking accuracy.
Yeah, narrowly wide, Derek. Decent effort, he smashed it.
This is Loftus-Cheek. Excellent challenge. Serrero here. Now Serrero. Labiad. It's with Ødegaard. Useful looking position, you've got to say. Azpilicueta now. Willian. Given away by Ajax. Playing with purpose and control. I think you'd have to be a greyhound to get to that one. Keeper's ball. Given away. Serrero here. Options around him. Frankie de Jong. Martin Ødegaard. Well, the clearance half-hearted. Ander Herrera. They don't normally need a second invitation to give it a go on the counter. Well, that break looked so promising, but nothing coming from it. Frankie de Jong. Vilhena. Do they mean business on this occasion? Mertens. William. Labiad. Given away by Ajax. It's a weighted pass. Well, regaining possession for his side cleverly. And the defender finding a solution to the problem. And that will be all for this evening. It is a share of the points on match day 1, Lee.
Well, he can't really complain. It's not an ideal start. 3 points would have been the target at the start of the night, and there's a little bit more pressure just been piled on them now for game 2.
He is usually an important figure, but perhaps tonight not quite influential enough over the piece, Lee.
Well, sometimes you lose that fight against your individual opponent. That was the case today for him. Just totally outclassed, didn't really get into the game. He needs to do better next time out.
It's the opening match day.
King Low, what a famous victory for your team today in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League. You beat the mighty Spanish giants Real Madrid 3-2. Tell me your thoughts of the result today. Yeah, great game. I thought we were doing very, very well throughout the first half. We scored 3 great goals. And then, however, Real Madrid got back into the game. They scored 2 goals in the second half. They could have made it a comeback and made it 3-3. But at least we hanged on to that 3-2 lead. So, yeah, we got to go to the Bernabeu in the next leg. It'll be difficult because in Real Madrid, they've scored 2 away goals. And that's not good for us, in a way. At least we got the victory today. And that's what matters in our team. But at the moment, I think we have to try to dig deep a lot harder and try to make sure we can really push Real Madrid to the limits in our second leg to try to get into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So yeah, that's the key. At least we got the victory. At least we get the win to in our average score. But maybe need to be a bit careful how the way we turn up in Bernabeu in a couple of weeks' time in the second leg. So yeah, we know we should have maybe not conceded 2 goals, but at the end of the day, we know how good Real Madrid really are, and they're a really good team. So yeah, we have to respect them, the opposition, how good they are. But we have to look at ourselves that if we want to try and make history, like we did beat Barcelona in the Champions League group stages way back in last year, we won at the Nou Camp 2-0. I think got no excuses to go to the Bernabeu and end up winning over there like we did at the Nou Camp this year. We beat Barcelona 2-0, and I think that if we can do that like we did in Barca, then we got the chance as well, and no excuses not to foul at the Bernabeu. So we'll see. Thank you very much there, King Low. Yeah, thank you.